Hey everybody, Swonic here, and today is gonna be something a little controversial. I am guaranteed to get swept away by a tsunami of haters, but fuck 'em. The opinions of easily triggered twinks don't matter. It's not that they have any arguments. Anyway, I'm here to talk about a webtoon called Hey I'm Gay, made by Hypocrisy. The comic tries to present itself as a comedic series, but the humor is just god awful. All the jokes are lazy and low effort. The comic's humor just boils down to I'm gay. That's funny. Laugh at my jokes and you're a homophobe! My foot! For the love of penis! This is all straight people's fault! Every joke ever is just a constant reminder that he's gay. As if the title of the comic alone wasn't enough. Like, literally the first chapter, he's already coming out to his mom. Hey, say the first three things that come in your mind. No, I can't think straight. Because I'm gay. Oh my god, that joke is so dull. Even Netflix comedies are funnier than this crap. Say a word. Banana, sausage, cucumber. Oh, that's right. The joke is, they're all dick-shaped. And as a gay person, dick is the only thing that's in my mind. That's funny, right? Jesus Christ, the punchline is so obvious, so predictable. Hypocrisy is so unfunny that he has to rely on obvious stereotypes. Hey, try drawing a house. Okay, why are the lines curvy? I can't draw straight. Because I'm gay. As funny as cancer. Hey, are you gay? Yes, I am. You don't look gay. Oh no, I forgot my rainbow. Is this gay enough? How about now? We get it, you're gay, no one cares! And he pulls the same joke at least 2 more times. There are some things that are worth recycling. Plastic bottles, cardboard boxes, some old tech. But shitty jokes? No. Throw them in the trash to be incinerated, never to be used ever again. It wasn't funny the first time, it's not gonna be funny the 100th time. And if it's not gay jokes, it's sex jokes, which are even somehow more low effort than ever. Look at me, I'm eating a banana. Bananas look like dicks. Funny, right? Hey guys, this is episode 69. Watch me make a bad attempt at making a sex joke. It's funny, right? How do gay guys have sex with opossum pliers? What the fuck? Wanna try? Jesus Christ, that is fucking creepy. Look at me, I can twerk. No, I can twerk better than you. Twerk fight. Motherfucker. It wasn't cool when Miley Cyrus did it. It was cringe when She-Hulk did it. It was disgusting when cuties did it. Twerking has never been cool, and it's not gonna become funny just because you're doing it. And what's with the over-reliance on these ugly faces? Is this another sad attempt at being funny? Are you trying to be SpongeBob? Well, you're failing at it. Not to mention the fart jokes. Who thinks fart jokes are funny? What does it think we are, kids? Oh wait, that's the majority of Hypocrisy's audience and webtoon users as a whole. No wonder his jokes are so low effort. You have to try hard to entertain kids. I am evil for no reason. Now watch me destroy the universe because I am evil. Oh wow, Megatron's the coolest villain ever! You're basically on easy mode when you're developing content directed at kids. If the humor was the only problem with this comic, I wouldn't be making this video. But there is so much that is wrong with this comic. A large majority of this comic are young, impressionable preteens who are confused and don't know anything about their sexuality. Hey, I'm Gay presents itself as some sort of introductory phase into being LGBT. But instead, all it does is shove political commentary at your face. A lot of these pages are propaganda, trying to brainwash these children, confusing them even further into thinking like him. Like, in chapter 156, here he is trying to teach kids what non-binary is. Ooh, gender is a social construct. There are more than 2 genders. There's no such thing as male or female because intersex people exist. Genitals and chromosomes don't determine your gender. Look at me, I'm a third eye because I'm a wise sage with infinite knowledge. I have transcended humanity because I discovered non-binary. My infinite knowledge is profound. Yeah, no. There are only 2 genders. You can't just pick and choose or make up your own gender. And let's be real, non-binary is not a thing. It's bullshit made up by narcissists and contrarians so they can pretend to be superior and better than everyone else. Ugh, why would I, the greatest person in the multiverse, stoop so low as to using those pronouns of he, him, and she, her? Those pronouns are for peasants. I use the more superior they, them pronouns. Get away from me, peasant! Oh look, in literally the next chapter, he's teaching the readers about they, them pronouns. Again, not a thing. You know, the point of a comic is to immerse the reader into a new reality filled with compelling stories. Not to treat the reader like a baby and teach them nonsense. Oh, and here's a chapter teaching the readers about open relationships and polyamory. You know, maybe it's the romantic in me, but the only person that should be in your relationship, the only person you should be banging, is your one and only true love. Polyamory and open relationships are for sluts who can't commit. They don't actually love you. Also, relationships like that have a higher chance of STDs. Don't forget, children read this shit. And Hypocrisy is teaching these kids about sexual relationships. That is fucking disgusting. Let kids be kids. Leave them alone. They don't need to be taught this LGBT bullshit. Stop trying to convert children. Oh, and speaking of children, back in 2023, Texas signed the TSSB 14 bill, which prevents sex change operations being done on minors. Children. But, of course, the LGBT community doesn't like it, because now they can't mutilate children and brainwash them to their side, or to use them as propaganda tools to promote themselves. Oh, look at my trans child. I am so tolerant. Pay attention to me. Can I get a documentary being made about me now? Because I am so tolerant. And now look at Hypocrisy. Look at him trying to present Texas as if it's some sort of state that's filled with big, old, meanie, evil transphobes. Oh, but look at me. I'm such a hero. I will save you for the big, bad, meanie, evil, transphobic bill. Trans kids will suffer and die under this evil, transphobic Republican bill. I totally care about children. Yeah, no. Don't pretend you care about children. You have a chapter that openly expresses your hatred towards children. Also, heroes don't promote child mutilation and exploitation. You're not a hero. You're worse than villains. If there even is a word for that. Supervillains? Well, what with all the rainbows and shit, you definitely do have the presentation! There is no low Hypocrisy will stoop to for any propaganda opportunity. He's even willing to politicize a person's death. In 2021, Samuel Luis was beaten to death by 3 people during Pride Month in Spain. Apparently, since the Spanish media refused to call it a homophobic attack, people protested. And now check out this episode called Special, Mad, where he just expresses his anger over the murder. You know, after reading the first half of this chapter, I would have been on his side. Until I saw the last panel, where he shames the reader and everyone else who don't participate in his cause. Alright, you know what? First of all, I am genuinely sorry that happened. No one should have died that day. But second of all, fuck you. How dare you use someone's death as an opportunity to call everyone a homophobe if they don't pay attention to you and your problems? How dare you use someone's death for political reasons? This is not how you get justice. This is not how you preserve someone's memory. Oh, we're not exaggerating. We're not attention seekers. We're not trying to make a big deal. Oh, by the way, join my cause and you're a homophobe. Yeah! God, you're despicable. Even Samuel's father, Max Luis, pleaded everyone to not use his son's death for political reasons. Well, too late. Hypocrisy ignored her grieving father's wishes and used his dead son as an opportunity for attention and to express his hatred towards people who aren't like him. That's another problem I have with this garbage. Hypocrisy hates, and I mean hates, straight people. In most of the comic, he just vents his utter, irrational hatred towards straight people into this comic. He's always portrayed them as this hateful, dumb, homophobic, one-dimensional bad guys who are out to get gay people. Like in chapter 46 titled Unnecessary Questions, look at this straight person asking Gallons a question. Hey, can I ask you a question? How do gays come? Do you have butt orgasms? I'm straight, so I'm dumb. Can you please tell me? Girl, you need Jesus. I'm sorry, what? Is this meant to be funny? Do people actually come up to you and ask you these questions? Yeah, no, I'm calling bullshit. It's pretty obvious that a lot of these comic strips come from shit that never happened land. A magical realm filled with fake stories where I'm always the winner and all the bad guys lose because I'm so awesome and savage. Let's be real. No one in reality would just come up to a stranger and asks these questions. I mean, what the fuck? And it gets totally worse. Starting from chapter 63, called The Manager, Gallons gets a job as a waiter. And then immediately Laura tries to have sex with Gallons and doesn't care that he's gay. And this happens in more than one chapter. Oh yes, because every straight woman ever is a sexual deviant that wants to prey on gay men. You know what? That is rich. That is rich coming from people like you. That is rich coming from the side that walks around naked in public and openly expresses their kinks and fetishes. This is coming from the side that uses children as sexual entertainment. And you dare call normal people the hypersexual predators? Get that dildo out of your brain. And don't pretend you're a chick magnet. Here's another one. In chapter 92, Gallons finds a straight woman who hates gay people so much that she would prefer if her child was dead if it ended up being gay. Oh yes, because all straight people hate gay kids and wish death upon them. And look at Folkagay, acting all smug and arrogant. Oh yes, because I'm gay, which makes me superior to all you straighties. And since you're straight, all of your opinions are invalid. Take this, straighty! No one in this pile of garbage acts like human beings. All of the quote-unquote characters in this dumpster fire are just puppets so he can shove his hands up their asses and make them say what he wants them to say. Being gay is awesome. Yes, I agree. Being gay is superior. You're right, Mr. Uber Gay. Oh no, it's a straight person. All straight people are naturally homophobic and deserve to die. Yes, I agree. Yay! We saved the world! The only reason straight people exist in this comic so that they can look stupid and act stereotypically homophobic, all while Folkagay is propping himself up as superior. Like in chapter 78, experimenting. Hey, I'm gay! Oh, you're just experimenting. You'll go back to being straight in no time. Hey, guess what? You're a homophobe! Yeah! He uses the same fucking formula in almost every chapter. Straight people start shit, Folkagay comes in making them look stupid, and it usually ends up with them getting hurt or killed. Chapter 173, Spray Them Away. This random straight guy just approaches Gallons for no apparent reason, just to yell homophobic slurs at him. Ah yes, because all straight people are just hunting for gay people to yell slurs at. And then he pepper sprays the guy. And look at him smiling and laughing at him. He is just enjoying the pain that he's inflicting on him. Like a goddamn sadist. You could just tell that Folkagay wishes he could do something like this in real life. That he could just approach a random straight guy in the street, pepper spray them, and enjoy their pain. All this just so he can feel powerful and superior. Chapter 76, Dessert Pizza. Hey, would you like to order some food? Pfft, look at him, what a fag. Hey, here's your well-deserved pizza. Choke and die in it, straighty. You know, as someone who actually has a Cert 3 in hospitality, fuck you for acting so unprofessional to customers. Even if they were being assholes, it doesn't give you the right to retaliate by intentionally serving them garbage and telling them to die. You faggy cunt! If this was real life, he would have been fired straight away. But then again, he is gay. He probably would have gotten away with it. Chapter 235, Lesbian. Hey, chica, can I have your number? No, I am lesbian. Why would you say that? Because I am lesbian. Stop saying you're lesbian or maybe I want to date you. Die, straighty! Oh, I get it, because straight people don't know what the word no means. And yet, you gays like to prey on straight people yourselves. Oh, that's right. It's only okay when you do it, right? Fuck you. Stop trying to act like your side is better. In fact, you have a 3-page arc where you sexually manipulate a homophobe. You bang him and then try to confuse him even further. Right, because all straight people and homophobes are a little bit gay on the inside, and it's totally okay to sexually confuse and manipulate people to having sex with us, right? It's only okay when we do it. You just keep giving me more reasons to make me puke. Chapter 109 is not a phase. I'm dating a girl. Really? Oh, you should have told me you're a lesbian. Oh, I'm not a lesbian. I'm a bisexual. Nah, bisexuality isn't a thing. You can only be one or the other. You're either hetero or lesbian. Die, straighty! It's always like this. Fokage hates straight people so much that he wishes death upon them, whatever chance he gets. In fact, he has 2 episodes where he goes on a killing spree. Like in Special Halloween Party. I'm a Terminator. You're a faggot. Die! Let's clean this party. Die! 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 That was so cool! Am I right? Yeah, it's totally cool to kill people when they say something you don't like! Special Pride Month. Here's something you're not allowed to say right in front of us because it triggers me. I have gay friends. Die! I like lesbian porn. Die! I'm a trans supporter. Die! You're bisexual. You'll eventually come out as gay. Die! Happy Pride Month, everybody! And don't say those things or you deserve to die! Hey, Fokage, just because you're gay, it doesn't mean you have the special authority to police other people's speech. It's called free speech, asshole. First Amendment. You would think this is all just a joke to Fokage, but trust me, I genuinely believe that he wants to hurt people. Like, in chapter 146 called Queer Fear, Fokage takes personal satisfaction that the fact that his homosexuality is scaring people who are uncomfortable or don't understand LGBT. Oh, right, because it's totally cool to make everyone outside of your cult uncomfortable and put them in a state of fear. I even called him out on this. Making them fear us isn't gonna solve anything. And look how he responded. It's gonna give us a temporary feel of superiority when we're usually the ones afraid of being persecuted, beaten up, or killed just for existing. Teehee. No! It is not okay to become the very thing that you claim to hate. Oh right, it's because you're gay. It's only okay when you do it. Yeah, fuck off! I don't like saying this, but Fokage, you are, unfortunately, a representative of your community. Is this how you want everyone to see gay people as? That we are monsters who enjoy scaring people and making them uncomfortable? Is this the message you want to send? Is this the lesson that you want to teach? That it's okay to victimize people who aren't one of us, one of us. You have to be better than this. Oh wait, you're you. I don't think you're capable of that. You know, with all the preaching about love, tolerance, and acceptance, Fokage is none of those things. He's just a hypocrite. Check out chapter 66, Greetings. Hey girls, check out my new friend. He's gay. Hey girls, look at my friend. She's straight and dumb. Alright, first of all, wow. You just insulted your friend and called her stupid. What a great friend you are. And second of all, at the end of this chapter he goes, never introduce us like this. We are more than a sexual orientation and gender identity. Fokage. You have an entire comic series dedicated to never shutting up about your gayness. The LGBTQ community are like vegans, always announcing, hey, I'm gay every 5 seconds because you have an unhealthy need for attention. You think that being gay makes you special, or you're better than everyone, that you're deserving of special treatment. And it's because of that, you make being gay your entire personality. You people are nothing but your sexuality. Chapter 116, Staring Too Much. This random guy is just staring at Gelms. Gelms notices it and approaches him. You wanna know why he was staring at Gilms? It's because he wanted to know if he was gay or not. And then Fokage slaps him in the face. Hey, tomorrow is a made-up day called A Day Against LGBT Phobia. Post a comment about what microaggression triggered you like a little bitch. And I'll use it for a meaningless protest. Yes. Nothing says promoting a made-up holiday about tolerance by slapping a straight guy for no reason. But seriously though, let's get into the real issue. This is what Fokage thinks of straight people? That we like staring at people just to figure out if they're fag or normal? What kind of reality is he living in? Oh, that's right, the world inside his head that was created by his delusional mind. Also, you don't like it when people come up to you to sling insults at you, but it's totally okay for you to approach people and assault them. Consistency, everyone, yay! Okay, yes, he was staring at you, but so what? It's not like you're gonna die from that. You could've just ignored it and walked away like a normal person. Oh, that's right, you're gay, so that means everything is a homophobic microaggression. Did you just make a disapproving grunt? That's homophobic microaggression! I'll kill you! Ah! Yeah, this isn't some sort of self-defense situation. This is an unprovoked assault. And you, Fokage, chose to approach him and hit him first. But it's okay to use violence against straight people because past crimes and all that. Fuck off. Chapter 86, Disco Discovery. Hey, wanna go back to mine, please? I'm trans. Ew, you're a tranny? I don't date trans people. Die, transphobe! Oh my god. Fokage even hates gay people who aren't a part of his cult. If you don't date a trans person, then you're a transphobe. Yeah! So you want people to have sex with other people who they are not attracted to. So you want straight men to have sex with men dressing up as women. You want gay men to have sex with women who are dressing up as men. That is creepy and predatorial, and I'm pretty sure this falls under sexual assault. And last of all, you expect us, normal people, to respect the sexualities of the LGBT community, and yet you're not willing to respect our sexuality. Fokage is just a really petty man. He demands respect, but at the same time, he is unwilling to respect others. Chapter 217, Religious Non-Opinions. In here, he just portrays all religions as homophobic. Granted, some of them are, but not all of them. And then he goes, oh, but I respect your religion, and I will protect your civil rights to practice your faith. And then the next second later, he burns the Bible. Oh, I respect your religion. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna burn your Bible because I think all religions are evil. Pick a lane, do you hate religion or not? I'm not religious myself, but even I know better than to demonize every religious person ever. In fact, several of my relatives back at home are Christians. I have some vague memories of being baptized as a toddler. Those Christians I grew up with, my religious family members, they are far from hateful. Unlike you, Fokage. Man, Fokage just loves to look down on people and teach them lessons and morals. But he never lives up to the morals that he demands that we follow. Fokage is nothing but a hypocrite. He goes on and on about love, tolerance, and acceptance, but all he does is promote lies, hatred, and division. This comic is nothing. This comic was not made to tell a good story. This comic is not for anyone. This comic was made for Fokage himself. This is a place where Fokage can vent his irrational, utter hatred towards straight people. This is a place where Fokage can freely fantasize about humiliating, hurting, or killing straight people. This is a place where Fokage can buff his ego. Like for example, in chapter 94, speak to the manager. Excuse me, I'd like to speak to the manager. These two women are kissing, and as a straight person, I'm obviously homophobic. Oh, thank you for telling me. Oh, by the way, fuck off, homophobe! Okay, first of all, in my opinion, as a hospitality employee, if she was disturbing the peace, I guess I would have no choice but to call security and kick her out. And I hate agreeing with Fokage. Second of all, it is pretty obvious that Fokage wishes that something like this would happen in real life, so he would have a free ticket to act like an asshole and feel superior. But of course, something like this would never happen in real life. Probably. So of course, Fokage would just have to settle for this imaginary scenario in a fictional world. The dude has to roleplay his victimhood because so little of it is happening in real life. Chapter 201, Sapphic Eve. Oh my god, I love this TV show because it has lesbians in it. Oh no, they killed the gay character? This is homophobic. I'm gonna give out lesbian justice. Is this a writing team? Die! Oh, because you're gay, the world has to automatically revolve around you. Everyone on planet Earth has to stop what they're doing and cater to you. Create gay TV shows or change straight characters into gay characters in order to appease you. And what is this? They keep trying to tell us that our existence is not valid? What are you talking about? Gay characters are being created left and right, and they still are to this day. What do you mean your existence is not valid? Gay characters are becoming more and more common nowadays. Speaking of the world revolving around Fokage, back in 2023, he tried making a Kickstarter campaign to make physical copies of Hey I'm Gay to sell. Fortunately, this Kickstarter failed, but Fokage got so butthurt from the failure that he began passive-aggressively shitting on his own fans because apparently his fans failed him. I would show you screenshots, but unfortunately he deleted the post once he got called out. Luckily, a YouTuber by the name of BlackLightJack actually managed to save Fokage's whiny little outburst. Oh, and he was the one who called out Fokage's bitchy little crash out. BlackLightJack actually made a full video criticizing Fokage's little tantrum, so if you want, you can pause this video, go watch BlackLightJack so you get full context, then come back here. The link to the video will be in the description below, or on the top right corner of the screen. Long story short, Fokage demanded money, he didn't get it, and then he starts crying about, ugh, my fans failed me. My fans suck. It's their fault that I failed. I'm entitled to your money. After BlackLightJack called out Fokage, he deleted the post and attempted to apologize on YouTube in order to do damage control. But then again, it's a YouTube apology video. They are never actually sorry. Oh, and look, comments disabled. I wonder why. I watched the entirety of the 16-minute video, and predictably, he wasn't actually sorry. Because in most of the video, he acts so whiny and entitled. He still thinks he deserves to leech off other people's hard-earned money. Like for example, I shouldn't be expected to get a job and earn my own money. No, work is for peasants. My time is too valuable. I should just be given free money because I'm a freelance artist. I do not work for free.
This guy only updated his webtoon with an actual comic strip a single solitary time within 2 months.
Yes, I only posted updates on my webtoon 2 times, a few times in several months, because I was feeling extremely unmotivated to continue the comic at that time.
Then go get a different job. If it's a goddamn passion project, you would work on it because of, you know, passion.
If we keep talking about, oh, artists should work for free in all the time just because they are passionate about, no, darling, that's not how it works. I value my work and I don't work for free. That's it. That's it. I don't work for free because I value my time and I value my work. And I lost all motivations to continue this comic, and I'm not passionate enough to do it for free. Because first of all, I'm a freelance illustrator. I'm a freelance comic artist. I have bills to pay. I not only have the webtoon, I also have my Patreon. I go to art cons, to comic cons, and sell my products there, and I earn my living by attending at those conventions and on Patreon, I don't have to go search another work just to pay my bills.
The arrogance and self-entitlement is just fuming, like steaming cow shit. Also, you value your work? You just admitted that you lost your passion and motivation to continue the comic. Oh, but you just expect everyone to give you money because you're lazy. No, that is not how it works in the real world. You get a job, you work your ass off, and earn that money yourself, you self-entitled jackass!
It's hypocritical to say how much you love a series and how much it changed your life and then turn back when the artist loves you so much and needs your help. No, it's not hypocritical.
There's some people that, even though they have the capacity to support, they prefer to not because they don't see art as something valuable. And that was the thing about this comment. This comment was about the people who don't see art as a valuable thing to spend their money on. And that was what I was criticizing. Maybe the Spanish and translation didn't go right in here, didn't go hand to hand, but my intention was to talk about this kind of people that don't see art as something valuable and don't want to spend a single penny on art, on artists, on anything. That was what I was talking about.
My art is profound and valuable. That's why I deserve your money for making such a sophisticated piece of art. I'm sorry. You mean the artwork that promotes hatred? The artwork that demonizes everyone who isn't a part of your cult? The art with the ugly-ass faces? Also, people are free to do whatever they want with their money. If people can't support you or don't want to support you financially, then that is their choice to make. It's called free will. You don't get to decide what people do with their money. And don't pretend, oh, it was a mistranslation error that made me sound bad. Hell no. No one is that stupid to fall for that. At least, most people. If you're gonna lie, at least make it believable.
Don't get me wrong, I understand that not everybody can support me. Oh, by the way, my fans failed me. I'm talking about the ones who could and chose not. Yeah, you're only talking about them. Sure, bro. After all, I'm very grateful. You're very grateful? How the are you gonna say my fans failed me and then the next panel, hey, I'm very grateful for all the people who chose to actively support me? You cuck.
Because, hear me out, maybe you don't understand how it works. That's called explanation. That's called an explanation. I say something, I don't explain it in that moment because I'm sharing a vague idea, and then I proceed to give a full-on explanation on what I wanted to say when I said that. That's an explanation. I am extremely grateful for the people who supported me on Patreon, who buy my stuff on my store, who leave a like, who comment, who share. I'm really grateful for these people. But as I said before, there are some people that even though they have the capacity, they don't see art as valuable and they won't pay even if they have the capacity. Some of they say they are fans, but they're fans, but they don't see my work as valuable, even though they say my comic changed my life, but they won't pay the money they can afford to pay, or even the energy to leave a like or to share, because they don't see the artwork as valuable. That was it. And you chose to actually ignore the whole explanation and just focus on the vague thing that I just said in one small panel. And you keep, and the thing that you read right now, you are ignoring it completely. And that was the whole explanation. And you are keeping ignoring it time and time again and just focusing on one thing that I said without even realizing and saying, you don't care about it. Yes, I do. That's why I explained it, because that's why I feel, that's why I express. If not, I could say, you failed me, I hate you, you're not real No, because I don't feel this way. Because I don't feel this way. I just feel, as I said before, some people has the capacity to support artists, but they won't because they don't see art as valuable. That's it. That's the whole point. But you kept ignoring it. That's why at the end of the post, which you once again ignored and didn't share, I said, please remember that artists are not here to work for free. We all deserve to get paid for our work and to get actual support from fans. Our number of followers doesn't reflect our success, and artists are usually underpaid, yes, even the ones with millions of followers. And finally, if you really love a craft and you can afford it, you should support the artists behind it so they can keep working on the craft you enjoy. Let's all be a little more responsible on how we consume the media we love so new artists have better chances. With this, I am saying, please support the artists if you can. But you, once again, ignored it.
Yeah. I'm doubling down. I'm arrogant. I'm self-entitled. I deserve your money. I'm perfect. It's not my fault. I didn't mean to say that. You're taking me out of context. You're just trying to make me look bad. You're a bigot. Tell us something we don't know. Moving on.
Maybe this guy thought his Kickstarter would just automatically be a success because he looked all around him, and you attracted penniless kids with your webcomic that's borderline propaganda in some updates. So naturally, your penniless kids cannot support your desires.
I knew my Kickstarter wasn't gonna be successful. Even before starting it, I knew deep down, or not even deep down, I knew it wasn't going to be successful. Because what you said, because my following is broke teenagers, and I tried to change that. I actively tried to make my comic for more adult fan base, and it didn't work. And I wanted to see, with this Kickstarter, I wanted to see how much of adults with money could support me. And it wasn't the case. It wasn't.
So let me get this straight. You knew all along that your fan base is mostly broke kids who aren't even old enough to get a job. And you did the Kickstarter anyway. And then you get pissy and passive aggressive when the Kickstarter failed, insulting and shaming your own fan base of poor kids because they don't have money.
Also, what do you mean with propaganda? What do you mean? LGBT propaganda? Do you really think that's the propaganda? I just started this comic because I was tired of all the LGBT comics being overly sexual or just romance or extreme drama with people all the time. And I just wanted to make a stupid, silly LGBT comic of people being gay and being proud of being gay all the time. And yes, facing homophobia and facing a lot of stuff and showing how confident they are with themselves. I didn't make it for teenagers. I did it for myself. And yes, I started posting on Webtoon because the other platform, Tapas, wasn't really going very well. But I kept doing it on Instagram. And it's going well there. You don't have much teenagers there. Like, the majority of my followings are adults on Instagram. So don't say I made teenagers go to my comic when that wasn't my intention at all. And also don't go saying it's LGBT propaganda. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So now everything that's LGBT, it's a propaganda of some sort. Like, I genuinely, I don't understand what you're saying by propaganda. I'm not doing it for any political party. I'm not doing it for any society of some sorts or for any company. I'm just doing it for myself. And at some point, I decided to make a Kickstarter, and I knew it wasn't going to be successful, and I used extremely bad words to kinda put excuses on myself. But yeah, I failed, and that's okay.
The lack of self-awareness is real. I'll get to the propaganda thing in a bit, but Fulkage, you said that you hated the romance, the hypersexualization, the drama. But dude, You made all 3 in your comic book, more than once. You became the very thing that you claim to hate. But I shouldn't be surprised. And get into the propaganda, your comic is so political. It is nothing but political commentary and lectures. It promotes bullshit ideologies, promotes bullshit causes, you promote bad behavior towards normal people, you paint your side as the all-good paragons of virtue, while you dehumanize everyone and everything outside of your gay little circle. How is this not propaganda? Anyway, that's everything I have to say about the Kickstarter drama. I want to talk about this really deranged comic arc where it is so painfully obvious that it was written by a complete and total narcissist. This arc goes from chapters 161 to 166. So this self-jerking session goes on for 6 parts, so it's gonna take a while. In the first part, Gellums goes on to donate blood, and for some reason on the form they ask for sexuality. On the second episode, he turns in his form, but it turns out he can't donate blood because he's gay? Linda, the receptionist, explains that gay people have a higher chance of having STDs or AIDS in their blood, so she can't accept his donation because it's basic protocol to avoid giving tainted blood to others. And then he goes, no, that's homophobic bullshit made up by straight people. It's straight people who have STDs. Yeah, let me donate blood or you're a homophobe. And then he just straight up threatens her. Oh yes, threaten the lady who was just doing her job. That'll make you the good guy. What's even sadder is that starting from this second part, Fulkage has this really weird diagram trying to explain that, oh no, I'm the victim, it's Linda that's the homophobe, she's the bad guy, don't defend her. And from now on, this stupid diagram is at the end of each chapter of this arc. On the 3rd episode, he makes a mess and throws a tantrum. Oh yes, because throwing a childish tantrum makes you right. And he's still trying to present himself as the good guy? Fulkage, you hate kids, and yet you act like one. Grow the fuck up! In the 4th episode, he comes back in disguise. He then lies on his form and manages to donate his blood. Ooh, what a dastardly rebel. You've definitely stuck it up to the man. And what a great message to the kids reading this cancer. Pretending to be a self-righteous activist is totally cool. Also, there are a number of people who you should never lie to. Number 1, being your doctor. Oh, and great job donating your possibly disease-ridden blood. Now some unlucky patient is about to get way more sick than before. Oh, but sticking up to the homophobic straight people is all that matters, right? On the 5th part, 1 month has passed, and Gellums comes back to the blood donation facility just to check if they're still being homophobes. It turns out Linda was fired. They celebrate her resignation, and this new receptionist cuck congratulates Gellums for making a mess of the office. Ah, yes, we should be encouraging this. Role-playing as freedom fighters and trashing people's workplaces. That's the lesson we should be teaching kids nowadays. Okay, so to recap, you come in to donate blood. They tell you you can't. You get offended and trash the office. You get an innocent receptionist fired because she was just doing her job. You ruined her life because your feelings were hurt. And again, you're the good guy? You're the innocent victim? If anything, Linda is the victim. You're the evil villain of the story. You fucking narcissist. And if you think it's over, it's not. I told you it's like 6 parts to this self-jerking session. On the 6th and final part, thank God, Fulkage has been getting a lot of backlash and is being called out for his cuckoo self-righteous pettiness, as he rightfully should be. And his quote-unquote boyfriend, who by the way is more of a simping slave than an actual person, comforts Gellums, telling him shit like, no, you're not the problem, it's the readers, they're just being homophobes, they don't understand, you're the hero of the story. How deluded is this guy? His grasp on reality must be holding on by a thread. Actually, scratch that. We're way past that point. The thread snapped. You wanna know what I think? You try to donate blood in real life, but since you're a massive slut, which I can only guess given the hypersexual nature of your comic, there were STDs in your blood, making it ineligible for donation. And since you're so narcissistic, it's never your fault. You are never responsible for your own actions. You made this stupid comic arc so you can delude yourself into thinking that the blood facility employees are the evil homophobes and you the victim in order to make yourself feel better. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and debunk Fukage's claims. And to prove that I know what I'm talking about, unlike Fukage, I actually went outside. I talked with multiple doctors to get their insight. You know, people who are actual experts in the field of medical science. Like blood. Most of them didn't want their identities public, a decision I will respect in order to protect their privacy. Although Dr. Sankav Kumar is okay with having his name public, but not his photo. Okay, so to start off, doctors don't give a shit about your sexual orientation. Fukage is presenting this as if doctors are trying to figure out which of their patients are gay so they can purposefully single them out. But of course, he's wrong. What doctors really care about is your sexual activity. The more sex you have, the more likely it is that your blood's infected with STDs. Especially male-on-male sex. Did you know that men engaging in male-on-male sex are 10 times more likely to get STDs? And it's not just gay men, it's men in general. Say a bi guy having sex with a guy, or a straight guy who's curious and has sex with a guy. The reason why this is because of what doctors call microtraumas. They are... I am gonna try and put this very, very delicately. Those tiny tears in your anus that were caused by penetration of any kind. Whether they come from a dick, your fingers, a dildo, or just any sort of stretching of the asshole in general. Those tears are making it easier for guys to contract something. Unless you're using a condom. And no, they don't just outright ban gay people from donating blood. Okay, granted, there is some truth to this. Yes, it is true that back then, gay people were not allowed to donate blood. But they didn't do it for homophobic reasons. As I just explained, they did it for medical reasons. But as time went on, as science, technology, and medicine advanced, so did our understanding of blood, and how to donate it properly and safely. They eventually lifted the ban and allowed gay people to donate blood, provided that it's safe to use. And this claim of straight people having more STDs than gay people? While yes, it is true, but Fukage is intentionally misinterpreting the data in order to fit his agenda, to somehow make straight people the problem. The reason why the data says that straight people are more STD positive is because there are more straight people than there are gay people. Gay people, like I said, are still 10 times more likely to get STDs. And even if they did somehow got your blood, they would test it first. If you want more information about donating blood, I recommend you check out lifeblood.com. The link will be in the description below. And with that out of the way, I am done. I am done looking into this pile of shit. I only have so much sanity left in me, and I'd rather preserve the little I have left. This video is nearly an hour long, and there are 100 plus fucked up chapters I haven't even showed you yet. Like chapter 247, where he basically promotes and encourages public sex. Because ancient Rome did it. Guys, the reason why I hate this comic series and why I had to make this video is because I'm gay. The difference is, I don't announce my sexuality every 5 fucking seconds because I have an unhealthy need for attention. I don't dress up like a chick, I don't go after your children.
We're coming for your children. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for them.
I'm not horny 24/7. I am a normal functioning human being who just so happens to be gay. I wake up, I have my breakfast, I go to work, I work on my hobbies, I take care of my dog, I watch anime, I play video games, I watch movies, I look up random recipes on the internet and cook them for dinner later. Being gay isn't my entire personality. Dicks are the last thing that gets stuck in my head. But it's cancerous content like Hey I'm Gay, Pride Parade, and drag queen story hours that misinterpret us gays. Not all of us gays are hypersexual, self-absorbed monsters. Most of us just want to get on with our lives and live as equals among society. But it's all thanks to the rainbow crap that we get lumped in together with these freaks. What Hypocrisy is doing is not helping anyone as much as he wants to believe it does. Say someone who was born in the 50s. Today they might realize that maybe they were wrong about hating gays. They were just taught to hate them because it was a generational thing. The world is changing and becoming much more tolerant, so they might as well change with the times. And then they go outside and see this shit. Naked men twerking on top of cop cars, waving dildos around, and then they go, you know what, I was right to hate gays. Homophobes hate gay guys. The gays like Hypocrisy hate them right back. And all it does is continuing this never-ending cycle of hatred. I don't know how to fight hatred. I really don't. I don't know if it's even possible. But what I do know is, what Hypocrisy is doing, being as hateful as the homophobes, becoming the very thing he claims to hate, doesn't achieve anything but inflate his self-righteous ego. And making the other side continue to hate us, proving their every stereotype right. That I am the freakish, flamboyant, horny monster that they are trying to protect their kids from. Hypocrisy, you are not some messiah meant to save the gays. You are not a role model to look up to. You are not a talented artist deserving of any fame. You are not an expert comedian with a Netflix special. You are not an all-good paragon of virtue, whose job it is to teach us lowly peasants what morals are. You are nothing but a narcissistic, arrogant, unfunny, self-righteous, heterophobic, hypocritical asshole. As a content creator myself, I have a great respect for the creative industry. Media such as TV, movies, comics, animation, video games. They are meant to bring entertainment, inspire others, make people laugh, bring people together, maybe even spark a conversation or two. Content is made for the enjoyment of everyone. What I truly hate is content like Hey I'm Gay or Velma. They are not meant to be entertaining for anyone. They were made specifically to inflate and satisfy the egos of their own creators. This is not for you. This is made only for them.